Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our project explanation. I am Oshorj Mojumdar, ID 384. Our project is about currency conversion. So, this code is a simple currency converter program written in C. The program allows the user to convert an amount from the currency to another based on predefined exchange rate. So let's go through the code step by step. First of all, first library function and main function. And next, in this line, we are defining an array of string called currencies that holds the currency codes. These codes are the internationally recognized three-letter abbreviation for different currencies. Like example, USD stand for US dollar, EUR stand for euro, and GBP stand for British pound. In the next line, we are defining an array called rates that holds the exchange rates for various currencies. These rates are given relative to the US dollar. For example, rates 1 is 0.85, which means 1 USD is equivalent to 0.85 euro. These data sets will be used in the program to convert currency amounts based on the user input.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I'm Nadia Jahan Torni, ID 608. So, okay, let's get into the topic. The loop display the available currency to the user. For this, we are using a for loop with the variable I initialized to 0. The loop will continue to execute as long as I is less than to 15 because we are putting condition I is less than to
বাবা আমি একটা
15.
কাজ করতেছি এখন ফোন
I
বন্ধ
is
করলাম
increment by plus plus. Okay, so I start at 0 in the first repetition. In each repetition, I is increment by 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on until 14. I plus 1 is used to print a number starting from 1 instead of 0 because we know array start from index 0. So for more clear view, we are using I plus 1 because for users to see a list starting at 1. Currency I, currency name at the current index I. For example, when I is 0, currency 0 is USD. When I is 1, currency 1 is euro. So this will so on. Okay, now I'll explain the loop. I equal to 0, condition check 0 is less than to 15, so the condition is true. Then 0 plus 1 equal to 1. Currency 0 is USD. So output is 1 USD. I plus plus again increment by 1, I become 1, which is less than to 15, so the condition is true, then it will enter the loop. 1 1 evaluates to 2, currency 1 is euro, so output 2 is euro. Again I plus plus increment by 2, so I is 2, which is less than to 15, so the condition is true, again it will enter the loop. So 2 plus 1 equals to 3. Currency 2 is GBP. So output 3 is GBP. So again I increment by 1. So I is equal to 3. So this pattern will continue. Increment I and printing the currency names until I reach to 14. So the last repetition I is 14, 14 is less than to 15. So the condition is true. Again it will enter the loop. 14 plus 1 equals to 15. So currency 14 is DKK. Output 15 is DKK. So I plus plus again increment by 1. So it will become 15. The condition will check 15 is less than to 15. No. So the condition is false. So the loop will break here. So in summary, we can say that I0 prints 1 USD. Again I1 prints 2 euro. I2 prints 3 GBP. And I14 prints 15 DKK. So this loop will run 15 times in total. Each time currency will responding the number from 1 to 50. So that's how the for loop works. Okay, I will pass it over to next person.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nooramuddin, ID 724. There are two integer variable to store the user info for source and target currencies. This is a level used used with the Goto statement to create a loop for re-entering the source currency if the input is invalid. This is prompt the user to enter a source currency value between 1 and 15. The line reads the integer value entered by the user and store it is an source variable. The condition check if entered source currency value is outside the valid range of 1 to 50. Print the wrong input. If the condition is true, the input value is invalid. This line prints an error message. Got to re-input. The statement sent the program back to the re-input level, effectively creating a loop to reprompt the user for a valid source currency. Retake level, this level used with goto statement to create a loop for re-entering the target currency if the input is invalid. This is from the user to enter target currency value between 1 and 15. Then the user input integer value entered by the user is storage in the target variable. The condition check if the entered target currency value outside the valid range 1 to 15. If condition is true, input is invalid, the line print an error message. Got to retake the statement send the program back to retake level, effectively creating a loop reprompt the user for valid target currency. That's all from me. The code explain next person.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Tamjidul Haq, ID 877. Okay. So let's begin with the user input for the amount to be converted. Here we are declaring a double variable called amount to store the user's input. The user is prompted to enter the amount they wish to convert. Using the scanf function, we read the input value and store it in the amount variable. This allows our program to handle decimal values, which is crucial for currency conversions. Next, we proceed to the conversion process. This is the heart of our program where the actual currency conversion takes place. We use the convert function to perform this task. The function takes two arguments or parameters. The first one is the amount to be converted, and the second one is the rate between the source and target currencies. The conversion rate is calculated by dividing the target currency rate by the source currency rate. Here rates target minus 1 refers to the exchange rate of the target currency, and rates source minus 1 refers to the exchange rate of the source currency. By dividing the target rate by the source rate, we obtain the direct conversion rate from the source currency of the target currency. The convert function itself is so straightforward, as we can see. It multiplies the amount by the conversion rate we are taking from the parameter. This multiplication gives us the converted amount in the target currency. Here we are storing the value we are getting from the return in the variable named result, which we then use for further processing or displaying the final conversion output. Okay, now my next teammate Arafat will be continuing.
Hello everyone, I'm Arafat Rahman on 884. This part of the code is responsible for displaying the converted currency value and then terminating the program. Here is an explanation of each component. Printf statement. Printf converted value of %.2f %s equal %.2f %s \n amount currencies source minus on result currencies target minus on. Converted value of %.2f %s equal %.2f %s \n. This is the format string for the printf function, which specifies how to output should be formatted. %.2f, this placeholder is for floating point number formatted to two decimal places. %s, this placeholder is for string. The format string is composed to display a message in the format converted value of amount source currency equal result target currency. Amount, this variable represent the amount of currency being converted. Currency source minus on, this access the name of the source currency. Source minus on is used to adjust for zero based indexing if source is on based. For example, if source is on including for the first currency, currency 0 would be accessed. Result, the variable hold the converted amount after applying the currency conversion rate. Currency's target minus on, this access the name of the target currency. Target minus on is used similarly to source minus on to adjust for zero based indexing. Return 0, this statement end the main function and return 0 to the operating system, including that the program has execute successfully without any errors. Summary, together this part of the code print out for formatting string that shows the conversion of amount from one currency to another, then end the program. For example, if the amount is on 100, converted value of 100 USD equal 85 euro.
Okay, so that's how the program works from one currency to another currency conversion. That is our project. Thank you everyone.